Geometry piece 7, perimeters of similar figures. Whenever we're talking about perimeters, it's going to be pretty much exactly what we've been doing. In a couple of lessons from now, we're going to be talking about areas, and the areas are going to be pretty much totally different than what the perimeters are. But if it's perimeters, it's just a single ratio, single proportion, a single fraction equals a fraction. So on this, the figures below are similar. The labeled sides are corresponding. So this 8 will go with this 4, and the perimeter goes with the perimeter. So we don't know the length of these sides, but that's going to be okay. I'm going to be able to, well, I could actually tell you the length of this side. Perimeter is the distance around, and so it's all the sides added up. So if this is 4, then this is 4. And then that would be 8. 4 would be left, so those would be 2, and that would be 2. But that's pretty much not here or there. I may use that in a little bit just to show you what's going on. So on this, we're just going to set it up. 8 is to 4. As we don't know the perimeter, is to the perimeter of the small one is 12. So we're going to cross multiply and divide. So 4x equals 96. Divide by 4, divide by 4, and you get 24. So the perimeter of this one is 24. Now let's go back to that 2, 2, and 4 earlier. We had 2, 2, 4. So 4 plus 4 is 8, plus 2 is 10, plus 2 is 12. That's why the perimeter of this one is 12. So that being said, 24 is the answer. But I'm just kind of showing you what's happening. If this is 8 and this is 8, and if 24 is the perimeter, then if 4 is half of 8, then 2 is half of 4. So both of those would be 4, and 4 plus 8 is 12. 8 plus 4 is 12, and 12 plus 12 is 24. So everything is proportional, but 24 is the answer. Alright, so 6 is to 9, as we don't know is to 45. You can cross multiply and divide, or you can say, well, I can multiply 9 times 5 to get 45, so I'm going to multiply 6 by 5 and get 30. 30 would be the answer. Yes, you could also set it up as 6 and x both come from the green, and then 9 would have to go with the 6, and then 45 goes with that, and then if you cross multiplied and divided, 9x equals 30, carry the 3, 24, 27, divide by 9, and 9 goes into 27 3 times with a 0 left over, so 30. What is the ratio of the perimeter of the larger one? If it's ratio, larger to smaller, they are not going to try to trick you on this one. This one is always going to be the left one. Whatever that says is always going to be the right one. And I think I didn't write the instructions down, but it says use a colon as like 3 to 2. Okay, so this would be 8 to 2, because that's 8 and that's 2, but you need to reduce it, so 2 goes into both of those, so it'd be 4 to 1. That would be the ratio. I think that's what the instructions say on that. We'll probably see them later on in just a second. What is the ratio of the smaller to the larger? So 1 to 2. 1 and 2 do not reduce, so that would be the answer. What is the ratio of the circumference? I'm assuming, back up, back up, back up, back up. I don't know how to fix it. did a good job here. Okay, draw. Okay, I am assuming that this is an 8. If it's a 6 or something, then, you know, it would be a different answer, but we'll see. So 2 to 8, 2 goes into both of those, so this would be 1 to 4 as a ratio. .8 is to 2.9. 13.8 is to x. 2.9 is half of 5.8, so we take half of 13.8 and get 6.9. Or you can cross multiply and divide. The figures below are similar. The labeled sides are corresponding. What is the ratio? If the ratio of the rectangles perimeters is 1 to 5, then what is S? So we have 1 is to S because those are corresponding, and then the perimeters are 1 to 5. So you can cross multiply and divide, but if it's 1 over 1, then it's going to be 5 over 5. So that'd be 5. What is the ratio? So we're just looking for the ratio. Let me see if it gives me instruction. Yeah, okay, that's what I was looking for. Write your answer as a ratio of 2 whole numbers separated by a colon. For example, 2 to 3. So we would do 54 to 42, but we always need to reduce. And 6 goes into both of those. 6 goes into 54 9 times, and 6 goes into 42 7 times. And that would be your answer. That's it.